itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Corvallis, Reser Stadium, home of the Oregon State Beavers. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Beavers will kick it away to start us off. That ball skips through the end zone.
Are you ready to grill? Let me had to use the restroom. Give me a second. I'm sorry, y'all. All right, now welcome to Tuesday Night Football. Rock versus the new guy. Let's go.
Touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's got it on the right. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up.
You ready, bro? All right, let's go.
Big plays down the road for your offense.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd
there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm, and that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
Now on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground.
Hey, bro. I gotta pause the game again and make my daughter a peanut butter sandwich, bro. So after this play, matter of fact, I gotta make a peanut butter sandwich, bro. Give me a second, bro. Okay, big bro, I'm back. I'm sorry. Had to make the tab baby a sandwich, bro. When I pause the game, you don't unpause it, bro. When I pause the game, you don't unpause it. You wait on me.
He got a little
Some
antsy at the
bull.
line of
And I'm at
scrimmage, and
home.
they'll move him back.
Am I
The
not at home?
officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously,
yeah, baby.
you might want to think about airing it out.
I'm not leaving. I'm just going to get some fruit. That's it. Girl, here I come, baby. You're not scared. The light on.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could
Good night, baby.
Pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Beavers are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. From the gun, wants to pass.
What's a bull crap, bro? Look at
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Tries to find a little more running room stopped at the 36.
Good defense, they cheating.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Leaves it with the back. And they pick up 9 on first down. It'll free up second and short.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads it downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, you can, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Anderson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Just keep slinging it.
Wide open, bro. Wide open, bro. Wide open, bro.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be,
Not wide
and be
open,
accurate with
bro.
the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
He'll bring it out. It's Card. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They go to the ground. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Running to the left. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3 and gets it to the 20-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Using his legs, it's Hankerson. Turning on the Jets. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
The Beavers will line it up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murphy. Grab near the marker, it's Williams. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. First play of the period, first down here. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Clemens. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Carr. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Beavers come to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Carr. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Floating away. On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the left. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And This quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And the Beavers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hankerson. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Back to pass. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Beaver. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he added the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. They'll start this drive at their own 48. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Fires left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry. They all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets the gift. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chain. It's a seam wide open. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, LSU.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Durant. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Dropping back, it's Murphy. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Off and running. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Myers on the move. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Oregon State.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Alabama looks like a legit title contender right now, which they kind of do every year, but, man, this offense is rolling. They're up 14 over Colorado. For now, it's back to you fellas, but, of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Using his legs to buy some time. Makes the grab at the 10. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. To the air, it's Nussmeier. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He'll off one deep down the left side. Intercepted for the 11th time. Got room on the return. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Unloaded left. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open the second half on the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Pressure coming. On the move and looking deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
Dropping back, it's Murphy. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Action on first down. Got him downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him. Huge catch radius. Makes the play. And then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too. And that time, that was a great play call defensively.
And now on second down for this offense. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. Just a little off. Incomplete.
That's amazing.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third down, he drops the throw. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
The Beavers will punt it away on fourth down. They'll look to pin them deep. Makes the catch at the 45. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. And in an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier.
Are you serious, bro?
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking downfield on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
You know, the defense just hasn't seemed to quite have an answer. They've come close to interceptions like that one there, but they haven't registered any so far. They've given up a few touchdown passes. They're just not quite able to make the plays they need to against the pass in this game.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Looking to the end zone. Picked off to stop the threat. And the ball slipped out. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. To the air on 1st down.
Wow.
Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Getting deep in the 3rd quarter here. Clock stopped with 1.5 minutes to go. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Trying to take it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The give to the back. Inside the 30. Wide open spaces. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
The Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed it.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He'll pitch it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
They'll send the back in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Time to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 15. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Goes to the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous balance, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know is this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make... I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
They'll run the option. Oh, there's a loose football on a bad pitch. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, LSU! How about this defense taking one back to the house? Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And he makes the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Card. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for a crease to the left. It's a running room. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. The Beavers want to crank the tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run, they get the first down, and listen, you got to reload. You got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Wants to throw. It's Murphy. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
To the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Hankerson. Past the 45. Oh, he's got some space. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Fires toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. They'll try it over the left side. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Hankerson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab past the marker. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. And the Beavers are in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a...
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The DBs will back off a bit. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Forced out of the pocket. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
The Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. using the quick game. They'll stop him just outside the 30 and the 31-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and now they have a decision to make. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get.
He's almost a dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. Oregon State has him back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working, and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well, because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Murphy. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He put some heat on that one down the middle. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row.